Royalty and pain. In the ancient town of Umuokirika, royalty was not just a title, it was a burden wrapped in gold. The palace stood at the center of the town like a silent witness to generations of joy, sacrifice, and unspeakable sorrow. Its red-wood walls were decorated with cowries and ancient symbols, but behind those walls lived a family whose tears were heavier than the crown they wore. Prince Obina was born on a rainy night, the kind of rain elders said washed greatness into a child's destiny. Drums were beaten till dawn, palm wine flowed like a river, and the oracle declared him the child of promise. From that day, his life stopped belonging to him. As the only son of Igwe Chukwudi, Obina grew up surrounded by servants, guards, and praises that sounded empty even to his young ears. People bowed before him, yet he was never free to run with other children, never allowed to climb trees or swim freely in the river like boys his age. Every step he took was watched. Every word he spoke was corrected. "Remember who you are," his father would say sternly. But no one ever asked Obina how he felt. His mother, Queen Nneka, tried to fill the emotional gap. She hugged him tightly at night, whispering prayers into his hair, yet even she knew her love was not enough to shield him from the cruelty of destiny. Royalty demanded sacrifice. When Obina was 15, pain knocked loudly at the palace gates. The king fell ill. At first, it was minor: weakness, sleepless nights, strange dreams. Then came the coughing of blood, the sudden collapses during meetings with elders. Modern hospitals failed. Native doctors shook their heads. Fear spread like wildfire through Umuokirika. Finally, the elders consulted the oracle. The verdict was heavy. "The land is angry," the chief priest said. Silence swallowed the shrine. Everyone knew what it meant. Royalty demanded sacrifice. "Obina!" Queen Nneka screamed until her voice broke. She clung to her son, crying that no throne was worth a child's life. But tradition had no ears for a mother's pain. The elders argued that Obina would not die, he would only be marked, spiritually bound to the throne in a way that stripped him of freedom forever. That night, Obina learned a bitter truth. Royalty does not always kill the body, sometimes it kills the soul. The ritual changed him. From that day, Obina was forbidden from marrying outside royal blood, forbidden from leaving the land, forbidden from choosing his own future. Nightmares became his companion. He smiled in public, but cried alone in the dark. Years later, his father died anyway. The same people who once pitied Obina now celebrated him as Igwe Obina I, the youngest king in the region. Drums rolled again, but this time the rain felt cold. As king, Obina tried to rule with kindness. He reduced taxes, helped widows, sent children to school. Yet pain followed him like a shadow. He fell in love with Amara, a commoner with laughter that healed his wounds. For the first time, he felt human. But love is often the first thing royalty destroys. Before we continue, please like, comment, share, and follow me for more stories. The elders rejected her immediately. "A king cannot marry dust," they said. When Obina refused to let her go, Amara paid the price. False accusations were raised against her family. Her father was disgraced. Her mother died from shame and stress. Broken and afraid, Amara fled Umuokirika in the dead of night without saying goodbye. That loss shattered Obina. He ruled, but his heart hardened. He became distant, angry, unpredictable. People whispered that the king was cursed. Some even plotted against him, forgetting the pain that had shaped him. One evening, Obina stood alone on the palace balcony, looking at the same land people said he owned. Tears rolled freely down his face. "I gave everything," he whispered. "My childhood, my love, my peace. What more does this throne want from me?" No one answered. Years later, history would remember Igwe Obina I as a strong king, a just ruler, a royal figure worthy of songs. But history would never record the silent cries, the sleepless nights, the love he lost, or the freedom stolen from him before he understood its value. Because in Umuokirika, as in many places, royalty was praised, but the pain it carried was buried. And that is the cruelest crown of all. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and follow me for more stories. Bye for now.